Alright David, I got the chassis stripped now, and I've been this morning cutting some of the various bits off it that we don't need. I've just got to take that front brake line off that was hidden under the old fan shroud. I've cut out the rotten. These pieces were inside the chassis there, and I've nicked those off because that was rotten through and was all bulging. You can see just there it's got a bulge, and all of this shale was in there, so as they rust they expand apart. So I saw that was bad, so we've cut those out now so that the sandblaster can get in there and clean up all that metal. I've also cut the clutch support, as you don't need that now, that was on there, so that's now been removed. And I've also cut out the transmission cross member, which is down there, so that's been taken out now, and you can sandblast behind there. It all came apart reasonably easily. Had a couple of, I think we had to blow 3 out of the 4 rear body mounts, and you can see where they've been cut. We cut those with oxyacetylene before we took the body off, but it all looks very, very good. We've got the beginnings of a little bit of rust just coming in here, so we'll dig all this out and let the sandblaster work in there and see what we wind up with. But it's all looking very, very nice. You know, I think just those little bits at the back. We picked one of our donor chassis up from around the back, and I cut out the brackets for the transmission cross member. These were in there, and I've cut the old chassis part away and ground that away, so we've got a nice bracket so we can weld the brackets on there for the cross member to bolt onto. And I've also cut out the section from underneath here that has the captive nuts in there for the chassis. We might use those, we might not. I might try and get a riv nut installer for a riv nut that side and use that instead of cutting a piece out of this chassis and welding a new bit in. We'll see. But I've cut those bits out, and we'll send them away to get them blasted, just so we've got them should we want them. We've been cleaning up all your bits and pieces, a couple of drive shafts there. The UJs in there feel good, so we're going to leave those alone. And we've got all the other bits and bobs out here ready to go to sandblasters. So various bits, trailing arms have been separated, split up. I think we're going to wind up putting new trailing arms in because they're not looking too great. We've separated the leaves on the rear springs. We'll have those sandblasted because I think the rear spring's okay from memory. Cross members and what have you, engine pulleys and strut rods and everything else. Spare wheel hanger is there. I've got to go through your other boxes and just make sure we've not got any errant bumper brackets or anything that's not been sorted out for sandblasting. We've taken the A-arm bushes out of the lower A-arms. The upper A-arms, the bushes in those were good, so we'll just get those blasted as is. I think they must be indoors still. I don't know, I can't see where they might, but oh no, there they are in there. So they've all got decent bushes in, so there's no point getting those done again. The trailing arms are looking a bit rusted. It's got some holes in the bottom there, and they're just, you know, it's all getting a bit manky here. We'll send them for sandblasting, but my gut feeling is I think if it were mine I'd want to put a new pair of trailing arms in, and I think you probably will too, so I think that's probably the route that we'll take, but I'll have them sandblasted just so we know what we've got. So yeah, there we go. That's oh, and there's your gas tank there. We've got to empty. There's a little bit of fuel left in there, not much, so we'll empty that out. So that's your chassis all stripped and ready to go. I think they're going to come for that next Monday or Tuesday, so that's where we're at the moment. So I'll do some more for you as things move on.